Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is the collective reading for the next 7 days. So it's not sign specific, it's just a very, very general reading for everyone. And that's how I view it. So you may be able to apply it to your own, set of circumstances, so to speak, but I am seeing a sort of wider view for these weekly collective readings. The oracle card you've got out is the Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift, and my Starseed Elemental. So firstly, the Eclipse Mermaid talks about it can be a week where, there are big shifts coming through this week, and they seem mainly related to children. This is my Starseed Elemental. So, it can be in relation to homeschooling, colleges, university. There may be some changes that are made in that area. This also speaks of having amazing dreams, clairvoyant experiences. It also tells you to watch addictions. This might be a week to very much disconnect from the internet, from social media. Be careful what it is you're consuming, because there is advice here in terms of what not to do is get into overthinking mode, taking in too many stats, over analyzing. That is going to actually bring you very much down. So this is, particularly if you know you have any sort of addiction, this is something that this week you should be focusing on. So it might be a week where you decide to start a new health regime, new diet, new exercise, but it is focusing on things being a lot more light-hearted, spending time with children if you can, if you have your own children. They are pure spirit, pure joy, pure imagination. So it's getting in touch with your childlike wonder, if that's at all possible. But if you are homeschooling, it's also telling you need to bring a sense of playfulness to the situation. So it is really a week, I would say, to, as much as you possibly can, completely unplug from what is going on out there and focus on, the goodness, the purity that you have in your life, and specifically your own mental and physical well-being. This can also sort of suggest there might be some scandals and truths coming out this week, particularly in relation to children and education. So the focus of the week for the collective is going to be the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So we would like to connect with family, is basically what this is saying. This is what is on everyone's mind. Probably more so a case of, people that you're at a distance from, or you're just not able to see, older family members as well. But it's also trying to bring stability into your life in terms of your finances, focusing on your assets. So you may be doing some work around the house, you might want to do some DIY, that sort of thing. There's a feeling here that we're currently being robbed of any joy in our lives. I've got the Thief, the Old Woman, and Joyfulness in reverse confirming this. It is just that, just the goodness, the joy, the connection is just being drained from us this week, and that's what people are going to be focusing on. And the block position is the Four of Swords, is the healing, is the distance that we have from people, is the fact that we're not able to connect. But it's also saying, in many ways, this might be a week where a lot of people just want to sort of lay down and go to their bed and switch off. The advice isn't to do that this week. It's actually to engage in fun activities as much as you possibly can. And again, it is really children that are going to be the most uplifting resource, if you like. In this block position, I do also have Surprise and the Lord. Now, the Lord can represent boss, authority figures. It can be a house owner, so housing maybe, in the frame this week. And there's some sort of surprise here. But I think it is that the restrictions, the inability to move, being stuck at home, that might even be ramped up a little bit further, really turning those screws this week. And intentions, what to do, crikey, what to do is really just accept that you're not going to be able to connect this week. You're not going to, with the Three of Cups in reverse. There's no reunions, there's no getting together, there's no meetings, there's no parties, there's no fun with the Sun card being in reverse. And again, that can indicate children. And the Five of Pentacles was at the base of the deck here. This is actually what to do, and it's almost like if you know, set yourself up for the week coming, that it's going to be a shitter, that, you know, they are going to be turning the thumb screws that little bit tighter. You need to disconnect from that. You need to find a way to bring joy into your life, to find laughter, to, you know, focus on your mental well-being, your physical health. Do something that gives you pleasure. Set that intention now and mark it, and then just switch off. Take your apps off the phone. Do not check the news. Yeah, because there is a feeling of being very alone this week, being very much abandoned, discarded, uncared for. I mean, the weather might be really poor with the sun in reverse and snow on the ground here, so go sledging, you know, go build a snowman. That's your intention, is you're just not going to be able to connect this week, and that's okay. That's it. And if you can consider that it's just for a week, I sometimes think that makes it a little bit more bearable. What not to do. So I do have two individuals here, so you might want to apply it to your own personal set of circumstances. It's not how I'm viewing it. The King of Swords in his upright position is telling you what not to do. With the Seven of Cups at the base of the deck is overthink, is overanalyze, is try and strategize. Try and think your way out of the situation. It's going to knock your confidence, because you're not going to be able to do it this week. The Queen of Wands in reverse is losing confidence, losing patience. And if you are to make any decisions, they're not coming from a good place. This is like manifesting from a poor mindset. Nine of Pentacles in reverse here. It's a lack of confidence. It's also feeling that maybe you're focused on your assets, and your assets are being drained. If some of you are self-employed, then, you know, business is obviously not going to be good this week. But honestly, I think this reading is probably going to be entitled "It Is What It Is." There's not a thing you can do about it this week, and the thing you must not do is overthink it. Overthink it. If you overthink it, you're literally going to lose your mind. You're going to end up depressed, sad, withdrawn. And the Three of Swords. But do not take to your bed this week, is what this reading is saying. I've got pleasure seekers, malady, and reunion. So for some of you, you just can't connect with your person, with your family members, and it's going to bring you down this week. So like I say, if you can just say it's only 7 days. Now we both know, we all know it's going to be longer, okay? But it makes it manageable bite-sized chunks. Yeah, 7 days, that's not going to happen. So what can I do positively within this week? And it is going to involve being able to tap into your 7-year-old self when everything was wonderful. So if there is snow, you know, remember a snow day, just imagine that every day is going to be a snow day for 7 days. I mean, how cool was that when you were a kid? Yeah, no school. Don't have to go to work. Don't focus on the fact you maybe not have a job or your business is like plummeting. The way to get through this week is to do all that. So let's just take some advice from the angels and ancestors for the next 7 days for the collective. It's the best advice you can offer. A lot of people are going to be very down this week. Advice. Come on now. Oh, I don't know if that was it. No. Take time to reflect, but I actually, let's just see. Advice for the collective for the next 7 days. Oopsie. Love and let yourself be loved. Traveler, move in a new direction. Now the traveler, nobody can travel. It's not a physical traveling we're looking at here. It's almost like redirecting your mind and focusing on your heart space, coming back to, you know, your inner child, so to speak. I'm going to focus on the heart guardian. Just breathe it right through your crown and right into your heart. that just relax you. The Heart Guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, your family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with this person or that person. In this card, she is adorned with the Sacred Heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to let love lead the way. You are lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly loving being who deserves to give and receive love. Love, love, love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You're also encouraged to welcome support from others, so learn to receive and don't try to do everything on your own. Love is in the air. Not really getting that from that reading, but it's super positive advice. Get out of your head and get into your heart and connect with your 7-year-old self if you don't have kiddies to play with. That's your weekly reading, guys. Look after yourself. Bye.